While Mark Bolland is definitely seen as having a lot of success in reinventing Camilla's image, there are definitely some setbacks. For one, he is partially blamed from the fallout from Penny Jr.'s biography that comes out the year after Diana's death called Charles, Villain or Victim. And truly, we could do a whole series on royal biographers, but that's an entirely different story. You see here Unhappy Camilla over the fallout from the book, trying to figure out who among Charles's friends might have leaked the information to Penny Jr. Royal letters, many people are very angry at Penny Jr.'s thoughts. I feel like this cartoon really sums it up. It's Prince Charles running in saying, "Camilla, you're not the most loathed woman in Britain. It's now Penny Jr." But things are about to take a positive turn, and it's with Operation Ritz. This is a Mirror article about 20 years after this happened. Operation Ritz, clever plan which brought Charles and Camilla's relationship out of the shadows. Operation Ritz was a perfectly planned moment which saw Prince Charles and Camilla appear together as a couple for the first time after keeping their relationship in the shadows for years.
Hundreds and hundreds of photographs have been taken in these few seconds. Prince Charles and his long-standing companion, Camilla Parker Bowles, have now shown themselves in public as a couple.
It seems kind of silly in retrospect, but it was a massive turning point. And to be clear, it's not like the media suddenly becomes positive overnight. I mean, the shadow of Diana still looms large, as you can see here in '99. Memories will never die, Camilla. But I think a big turning point comes when there is news that the Queen and Camilla will finally meet in 2000. This is from The Guardian, June 2000. The Queen met Camilla Parker Bowles, the Prince of Wales's longtime love. Buckingham Palace confirmed last night it was at a private party. Now, it might just be because it's The Guardian. I haven't looked into it, but notice they call her the longtime love. She's not the mistress. She's not the side piece, etc. As The Guardian notes, it was carefully choreographed, probably in a move to make Camilla's relationship with Prince Charles seem more acceptable to the public. Further solidifying their relationship and her place with the family, Camilla was a part of the Queen's Golden Jubilee in 2002. She got to sit in the royal family box. A month earlier, she makes her first public speech. And generally things are moving in the right direction for Camilla and Charles. Not so much for Mark Bolland. We are going to get into his downfall and surprising relationship that he keeps on in the next video. So while Mark Bolland was definitely successful in improving the images of both Camilla and Charles and setting Camilla on a path to eventually marry Charles and be accepted by the British public and the media, he didn't make friends along the way. A lot of people, particularly comms offices within the royal family, were not happy with his scorched earth methods.
Inside the firm, however, Bolland's methods were starting to cause trouble, as other members of the family found themselves on the wrong end of royal stories that made Charles look good, at least by comparison. Bolland's activities were creating collateral damage.
There's no question that Mark was prepared to promote the Prince of Wales, and if it dished other members of the royal family, so be it.
This is an incredibly interesting piece from The Guardian. It's from 2001. It's called Knives Out for Spin Doctor as Royals Feud. Quote, observers say the royal family is riven by a dispute which pits Charles and his advisors against the Queen, Prince Philip, and the Earl and Countess of Wessex and their advisors. The two sides have been jockeying for public affection for months, and now the royal household has dramatically raised the stakes by persuading Black, an arch-conservative and a monarchist, to mount a media strike to try to take out the man they blame for damaging the House of Windsor. Bolland is also blamed for that whole Advent TV Productions, Prince Edward situation where Edward's media company was filming William, or allegedly filming William. The prince's friends deny that Bolland has been leaking information, but the comms office is reportedly rather leaky. Bolland resigns in 2003, gets a pretty nice severance package, and then he goes for broke. Mark is offered a regular Sunday column, which he names Blackadder after the nicknames that the two princes gave him. And he has unkind things to say about Prince William, Prince Harry, Prince Charles. He calls Prince Charles a very weak man. He later, in a witness statement in 2006, would say that Charles is basically a political dissident. He also admits in his statement that he's essentially a de facto private secretary for Camilla Parker Bowles during his time with the British royal family. What's also interesting is that according to the Telegraph, Mark Bolland keeps close ties with Camilla even after he's left, which is interesting given the fact that he has not so nice things to say about her husband and stepsons upon leaving his position. Quote, he has become more of a friend to her and will continue to give advice in a private capacity. As I understand it, it will be unpaid advice, but that is a private matter between the two, said one source. Again, one source, take it with a grain of salt. But the Queen has more plans to get Charles's office in line, and this is who she sends.
In February 2002, one of the Queen's most trusted courtiers, Sir Michael Peat, was appointed to take control of Charles's court as his private secretary.
Michael Peat's attitude was that the press office had been leaking like a colour.